The doctor walked into the waiting room and said, "We need to talk about what we found in your son's stomach. My son Liam is 6 years old. 2 days ago he started throwing up blood. Not a little. Enough to fill the kitchen sink. I drove 90 inches of 45. Ran 3 red lights. Carried him through the ER doors. Still wrapped in his blanket. They took him back immediately. Nurses swarmed. A doctor kept asking questions I couldn't answer. Did he eat something? Drink something? I didn't know. I was at work. His babysitter called me screaming. By the time I got home, Liam was on the bathroom floor. Blood everywhere. They ran tests for 5 hours. CT scan, blood work, x-rays. I sat in the waiting room biting my nails until they bled. Then Dr. Patel came out. Her face was wrong. Not worried. Confused. Angry. "We found something." "What? Is he okay?" She sat down, pulled out her phone, showed me an x-ray. "This is your son's stomach." I looked at the image, saw something white, dozens of small white objects. What am I looking at? Medication. Pills. About 40 of them. My brain stopped working. We pumped his stomach. She pulled out a plastic bag, showed me the pills inside. They were blue and white. I recognized them immediately. My prescription. Lexapro. "Those are mine." "I know." Her voice got colder. "Did your son have access to your medication?" "No. It's in my bathroom. Top shelf. Child lock." "Then how did 40 pills end up in his stomach?" I felt sick. "I don't know." Dr. Patel leaned closer. "We're required to call CPS. They're on their way." "I didn't give him those pills." "Then who did?" "The babysitter. Shayna. She'd been watching Liam for 8 months. 22. College student. Great with kids. But something clicked. Last month, Liam started acting weird. Sleeping during the day. Groggy when I picked him up. 2 weeks ago, I found Liam passed out on the couch at 5 p.m. Shayna said he'd had a busy day. I grabbed my phone. Called Shayna. "How's Liam?" "He's in the hospital." Silence. "What happened?" "They found pills in his stomach." My pills. More silence. Then crying. "I'm so sorry. I didn't think he'd take that many." My blood went cold. "What?" He was being so loud. Screaming. I couldn't get him to calm down. I just gave him one pill to help him sleep. I couldn't breathe. "You've been drugging my son?" "Not drugging. Just helping him relax." "You said he had trouble sitting still." "I said he was energetic. Not that you should drug him." "You're overreacting. Lots of parents give their kids melatonin." "That's not melatonin. That's a prescription antidepressant." I hung up. Told Dr. Patel everything. She called security. CPS arrived 20 minutes later. Asked questions. I answered every one. "Did you leave your medication accessible?" "No." "Locked cabinet." "Did you give Shayna permission to administer medication?" "Never." She took notes. "We'll need to investigate your home." They kept Liam overnight. I slept in a chair next to his bed. He woke up at 3 a.m., asking for water. "Am I in trouble?" His voice was so small. "No, baby. Shayna said the pills would help me be good." I felt my chest crack open. "You knew she was giving you pills?" He nodded. "She said you asked her to." "Because I was too loud." I started crying. "I never asked her to do that. So, I'm not bad?" "You're perfect." The police arrested Shayna the next morning, charged her with child endangerment, administering drugs to a minor. Her parents showed up at the hospital, banged on the window. Security removed them. Her mother screamed that I was ruining Shayna's life. The trial took 6 months. Shayna's lawyer tried to paint it as a misunderstanding, a young woman trying to help. The prosecutor showed evidence. My pill bottle, half empty. Shayna's text to her boyfriend. "I gave the kid another pill. He's finally quiet." Another text. "His mom is so dumb. She has no idea." The jury took 90 minutes. Guilty on all counts. The judge sentenced her to 4 years. Shayna cried. Said she didn't mean to hurt anyone. "You systematically drugged a 6-year-old child for 8 months. That's not a mistake. That's abuse." CPS closed my case. Cleared me completely. But I still feel guilty. I trusted her. I didn't notice. Liam's been in therapy for a year. Still asks sometimes if he's too loud. Still apologizes for having energy. I check his eyes every day now. Watch how he moves. Looking for signs that someone's hurting him. Last week he asked why I don't hire babysitters anymore. I told him I like spending time with him. He smiled. "Me too, Mom. But the truth is I can't trust anyone. Not after I let someone poison my son for 8 months and called it babysitting."